You can take Kim and her family out the trailer park, but you can't take the trailer park out of Kim and her family. Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? You've now tuned into my Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. Guys, make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Share this video wherever you like to share videos. Okay, boo? Let's see. Shout out from last week. LEP was like, Kandi has no reason whatsoever to be jealous of Kim. To me, Kim has always been jealous of Kandi's success. Kandi is a boss. Kim is also jealous of Nene becoming the breakout star. Sheree too. You know what? I think you could be on to something. You know why I say that? Because, you know, I feel like she kind of thought that because she got a spinoff show that she was popping, she was doing so well. But then to see, even though she got her spinoff show, nobody, like, a lot of people don't even care about her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Nene has gotten a lot more opportunities. Nene has gotten opportunities to act, to be on Broadway, to do stand-up. She's been doing so many different things with her life. So yeah, I can definitely see the jealousy. And like you said, Kandi's a boss. So that's another thing too, where she could be like, well, hot diggity damn, like, you know, I was the first one to get a spinoff show. I thought everybody would have loved me, and I have a million babies, like, you know, I thought that I would have been the ish, you know what I'm saying? But nah, it's not even like that. Like, ain't nobody even really thinking about you. Maybe you need to go to Housewives of New York or something. Then you'll probably be the breakout star, because, you know, she'll probably be a little more thug life than those girls are. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe Housewives of LA or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back to my notes. So, Porsha, she seems to be exploring new things. She was roller skating. It looked like she was having a good time. You know, she was zooming or whatever. She ended up falling, and her and Ricky Smiley, they all like smiley and stuff. So it looked like she exploring a little more than the roller skating rink, if you know what I'm saying. So they was all talking a little bit serious about what she wants to do with her life or whatever, and she did mention that she do want to have kids, and he's like, well, you know, I can always help you practice or whatever, you know. And I'm just like, you know, she do like her some older guys. Wasn't Cornell or Cordell, whatever the hell his damn name was, wasn't he an older guy from what I remember when she was like quite a bit younger back in those days? I mean, we see how that worked out, though. But he seems to be a lot more fun, though. You know, like, he seems to be able to give advice when needed, but also give it in a constructive type of way or funny type of way. It's just like, it seems to be his character. So I don't know what we'll see going from that. I thought he was her boss initially, but I guess he's not, because I remember she made that clear a few episodes ago. Kenya seems to be having a good time with her Mark, her husband. She says they're exploring the world. Well, she didn't say that, but she said they're doing a lot. And I did see some pictures where she went to Egypt with him. So he's out and about. I mean, we seeing pictures of him all over Instagram now. So he ain't no mystery man no more. That's kind of how my friends was feeling when I finally put up pictures of my boo thing. Because, I mean, he's been in my vlogs, but sometimes I, like, hide out his face or whatever. Or I've done that in the past because I just didn't want to put anybody in my vlogs. Any guy. But lately I've just been like, you know what, it's whatever. And some of my friends are like, oh, wow, now you want to show him, like, years later. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I do. They're like, oh, there he goes, I see him. And putting the little, like, emoji eyes. So I guess that's kind of how it is with Kenya. But then again, you know, she was lying before about relationships and all that. So she isn't pregnant yet, but she's still trying. She's still doing her thing, probably having unprotected sex, letting him bust inside her. You know, that's pretty much what you're doing when you're trying to get pregnant. I mean, they just make it sound nice. Like, we're trying to get pregnant. We're going to do whatever we can. You're busting in. He's busting inside of you numerous times a day or numerous times whenever he sees you. That's pretty much what's going down. So she getting her exercise on. Kandi, she's thinking about buying some new property. I think like a recycling building or something. Don Juan is just like, what you doing? Like, how you doing all these properties? I feel like sometimes Don Juan oversteps his boundaries just a little bit. I mean, even Todd was like, so what? Like, Oprah has multiple venues. Also, Oprah has multiple job ventures and things that she's doing, so what's wrong with that? And he's just like, yeah, but she got a large staff. I guess he feels like he's overworked or something, but I mean, I think he wants to do everything because he wants to make sure his job is secure, you know. So yeah, they talk a little bit about Nene and what's going down with her, and Todd was just like, he feels like it's not that serious. And I feel like it's not that serious either. I mean, yeah, she said something about rape, but I just feel like society is so sensitive nowadays. Like, even people that make jokes about certain things, they have to be careful of everything that they say, which is crazy. And I feel like it wasn't fair for this lady to tell her, go kill herself. Like, she could have been somebody that's been on some suicide watch or had problems with the way she is or whatever, just not fully confident in herself. Like, telling somebody to kill himself, imagine they actually kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? But her making a comeback, she's being chastised for it, and freaking, you know, it's like, damn. When do we start holding celebrities in such high regard that they become our role models and the people that we watch and look up to and idolize? Like, I'm so over it. I mean, that's never been my MO, but I just feel like they're human. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, and I think some people fail to remember that. So even the Todd was just like, yo, even the president be talking about some grabbing pussies and all kind of stuff, and you really gonna go in on her and take her off the tour and all this, and Kandi's just like, you know, it's not really her thing. She don't really have that much say into it. She's kind of like outvoted, but she doesn't see it as a huge problem either. Sheree, she was getting her chateau done up. She's getting the basement to where Kenya went in on her for. She's getting that finished or whatever. It's starting to look good, but it still has a lot of work to do. And she wants it to be done already. She's impatient, but they're telling her they need some more time. There were contractors that were changed and things of that nature, so it definitely needs a little more time to be able to do that. So, I mean, it sounds like it's about to be official and lit. I mean, it's supposed to have a game room. It looked like it's about to have a bar up in there. She said it's going to have a little man cave. And I'm just like, well, hot diggity damn, you're doing all this and you getting stuff ready for a man that you don't even know if he gonna really be like forever, ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember when Cardi B was all talking about Tommy this and Tommy that, Tommy about to get out of jail and all of that, they about to be together forever, and look what happened. It's like, she just dumped Tommy because she knew that would be like a liability. She knew that he would kind of hold her down, and I kind of feel like you never know, like, when he comes out, if he's going to feel the same way. Because it's like, right now he's locked up. You're the only one that he has maybe a phone number to call. I mean, who knows? But she probably put money in his books. Like, who knows what she's doing, right? On the sidelines. And she's doing everything for him, most likely. But when he comes out, he has nothing but opportunities, you know? Not even like opportunities, but I'm talking about like female wise, like it's a sea. You know, like everywhere you look, you're going to see, and you know, Atlanta be having a big booty Judy, so you're going to be seeing a whole lot of scrumptious stuff walking by, you know, unless you're going to keep them locked up in the man cave. Maybe that's why she's doing all that, to keep them occupied. You don't got to go outside, like we're going to do everything inside the house for the low, okay? I mean, she even going to have the gym up in there, so they don't really have to go anywhere. Just they good inside the house, so I guess that's part of the plan, right? Just keep them in the house forever. But yeah, he was saying how he wants to be able to do stuff too, and I'm like, but do you still have money? Like, weren't you doing something with fake checks or something? According to, I mean, that's what I'm hearing. I didn't really Google him or anything, but I'm assuming maybe that's what it is, and if it is what it is, then Cynthia and Noel, they look so much alike now, don't they? Like, they have the same facial structure and everything. It's so cute. And she's like doing an internship, so her mom comes to visit her, have lunch with her, and they talk. They talk a little bit about this Will guy. So I guess Noelle's going to be meeting Will, and she'll give her feedback on what she thinks about him. Because she does feel like he's going to be somebody that's in her life, even if they don't end up together. I'm like, oh my gosh. She just loves to hold on to some men that she's not with. I mean, what is up with Cynthia? It's like, if you do something where you kind of like, if you're close to her in any way, she'll hold on to you forever. I mean, I don't know how she could have lasting relationships with how nice she is to like her exes. I mean, for me, if I was a dude, I'd be like, nah, bro, like you can't be that friendly. Like, you gotta come everywhere with us. Like, come on, you gotta come out to dinner with us. This is weird. It's awkward. I mean, better them than me. So Sheree and her daughter, they had like a little conversation, and they started talking about like relationships and stuff, and her youngest daughter is just like, oh, who's this Tyrone guy? So they talk a little bit about him, and her daughter is like, how you dating a man in jail? She's like, all the fish in the sea, you go for jail bait? And I was like, yo, I'm dead right now. That was hilarious. They have this event for domestic violence, which I thought was absolutely amazing. You know, I just felt like it was just real tears, real emotions. And, you know, being somebody who's dealt with domestic violence at a point in my life years ago, it definitely was something that I can relate to, and I can empathize and, you know, kind of just understand exactly where they're coming from and how emotional it can really be. So it was really nice of them to have that little event and to do that little, what is it? I don't know if we would call it like a cinematic or a trailer or what it exactly would be called, or PSA or whatever it is. You know, I really like the fact that they all came together and did that. Mark, he was at that event as well. Not the first one, but the second one. And you know, all the ladies were excited to see him. Sheree had to throw some shade, of course, as she normally does. And she was just all like, oh, where did you get your nose pierced? Because I'm thinking about getting my nose pierced. You got it in New York. I'm just like, as soon as she was talking about it, she's like one of those mean girls. like when she did that, because that's what they do. They'll like ask you something, act like they're mad interested in something, knowing good and well they're just gonna talk crap about you as soon as you walk away. So that's pretty much what she did. Like when she got in the confessional, she's all like, yeah, I haven't seen a nose ring on a guy since Tupac. It was interesting. Very, I think she said either interesting or different. One of those two words she used. And I'm just like, Sheree, come on, girl. The shade is real. I mean, he did kind of give me the how you doing vibes just a little bit. But I'm like, nah, it's all good. Like, at least she's happy. She got somebody in her life. Whether it's real or whatever, it'll all come to light. But for whatever, she looks like she's happy. So if she's happy, I'm happy. You know? Thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know what you thought about the episode down below. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one. Later.